And 50 to 4. Let's see. Give me one moment here. Let's see. 'Cause I had this thing all set up and then it was gone. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right. Greetings, folks. I'm Mr. Soul of a Man 504, aka Demon Alvarez. Today we are going to be talking about can you buy salvation, ladies and gentlemen, and get into the conversation, ladies and gentlemen, by sharing this out. Also, by leaving your comments down below. So, oh yeah, but we are going to go ahead. We're going to go right on ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get straight into this thing. Well, I guess my pretty face is just going to be on here because this thing is just not cooperating for some reason. Anyway, so today we're talking about can you buy salvation? And as always, we are multi-streaming, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what is going on, ma'am? How are you? I wonder if that's again, the question is, or today's topic is, can you buy salvation? And I was thinking about this earlier because a lot of people out there still, worship in church, even if they do watch it at home. And of course, the churches take money and all of that good stuff. If you see that, good, bad, or indifferent. So I had to ask myself the question: does the money that people put up in church is that going to help them necessarily, if you believe in an afterlife, and if you believe in an afterlife, you believe in heaven. That money that they put up in church, is that going to help them get into those pearly gates, as people say, when it's their time to go. So now I just found that to be very interesting thing. And of course, I fail to believe that, if the money is coming from, or, of course, the Bible says, what is due to Caesar, give to Caesar, and what is due to God, you have to give to God. And that's just naturally what the good book says. And that's just naturally how that goes, ladies and gentlemen, because like they always say, cannot take it with you. That is the important thing. Let me see if I can put my topic back up here. Let's see. Let me see if I could do it like this. Uh, Let me see if I can do it like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if that's going to work. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. Seriously. All right. Cool. So now, so yeah. So anyway, back to the topic. Yeah. So so can you buy your way? Can you buy salvation? What is the price, so to speak? Jesus said that the way to the Father is through me. So seemingly you would have to believe in Jesus and follow his way, for he says, for I am the truth, and the light. And I don't believe that, you can naturally bribe your way to heaven. Now, can you have like heaven on earth? Can you have like, if you have enough money, can you have like, you can buy land and you can buy a big house and, a car and all of that good stuff. Money goes a long way down here. Let's be honest. If you got a few mule in the bank, goes a long way. Seriously, that almighty dollar is very mighty, and it is a very valuable commodity down here. Now, on the other side, probably not. Probably not as much. So, can you? And I'm not trying to condemn anybody here. People live their lives accordingly, and that's just naturally what that is. How how you lived your life is probably based on the influences of, mother, father, grandparents, your neighborhood, what you were taught in school, and so on and so forth. And let's see, we feel it's a no. There's no price that can be paid. Right? Yeah. I have to. I would have to. Miss Wheat. Uh, I would have to agree. Millionaires are often miserable. Is that salvation or imprisonment? Hmm. I don't know. If I would say that if I had, well, when I get my millions, that I won't be miserable. Seriously, maybe that's people. Maybe that's naturally people that's born into money. Like for real. They said money can't buy you love, and money can't necessarily buy you love, and all of that good stuff. But they said money is, what did they say? They said money is it said money can't buy you happiness, but it's one heck of a down it's one heck of a down payment. I've heard, and I don't want to get off the topic, but I've heard people who have a lot of wealth and who have a lot of things, and they say that, well, like one guy was like, well, I know a lot of people who don't have money, and I know a lot of people who have money. And he was like, well, money isn't everything. This is a guy that's got, probably billions in the bank and assets and all of that good stuff. It's like, well, hey, money isn't everything, and blah 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 blah. And this is a guy who, and of course he had to work hard for it because he wasn't born into money. But I feel like once you naturally you get there. I made this comment earlier. Once you have the money, you stop naturally thinking about it. You really and truly. And if you guys are new here on TikTok, please subscribe and all of that good stuff, and share this out. I feel like it's a great topic. But yeah, he said that I know people that don't have a lot, but they're happy. And that's true. You know, um, he said, I don't have my millions as of yet, but I still smile, I still laugh, and I'm still able to travel here and there. Maybe not. I don't have a G5. Like, I was watching that movie. What was the name of that movie? Tropic Thunder. Like he was like playa. Les Grossman. Oh my goodness, that movie is hilarious, man. But anyway, I feel like I don't know, man. I'm getting signed, sealed, and delivered. That's what I'm really and truly getting. I'm getting signed, sealed, and delivered, and uh, I'm getting that the work is invaluable and it's insurmountable. And oh, okay, okay, okay. I feel like that one. Well, especially for me, but but it's like the pinnacle, the pinnacle for your hard work is really and truly about to the pinnacle for your hard work is really and truly about to be seen. There's someone out there who has been watching, who has been what is going on, Miss Monica? Peace and love, sister. How are you? So yeah, so there's someone out there who's been watching, who's really and truly been watching, and feels like this is someone who's going to come in, and it feels like there's going to be, how people do these gender reveals and all that stuff, and they do it all wild and whatever. So, but this is something. This is something that's going to really and truly capture you by surprise. And this is someone who is going to come in and help your network, your net worth. And this is going to be a very valuable asset. And it's also going to be a very powerful friendship. And I feel it's interesting. It's like they're going to help you like business wise. You're going to help them spiritually. So it's not, and I feel like this is something it's not going to be one sided. that's the, that's the beautiful thing. That's the new, that's the beautiful. And yeah, give me some hearts, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are enjoying it. So and please subscribe to the to the TikTok and all that. But yeah, but this is something that's not going to be one-sided, because some of us have been, and some of us have been on these journeys, and we've been through the ups and the downs, and we're like, when and where is the turning point, the culmination, where I feel like, yes, I've finally made it. I don't have to go and keep clocking in every day. You know, I heard a young lady yesterday online. She was talking about getting into the tech industry. It's like, if you're like me, I'm kind of I'm at my wits end with the clocking in and out. Seriously, I felt like I've lived several lifetimes, and then if you want to mix your ancestors into that, it's it's like thousands of more lifetimes. I appreciate them. I love them, but it's like, you're ready. You're ready. You've been ready, and now, it's time. So now it's, they say that it's interesting, because it's always said that, it's often said that people give up when they're like, people give up when they're right there. And I mean, like, they really and truly, they just like, man, you know what? I have been trying. I am tired, and I just can't do it anymore. I just feel like I'm just, I just can't climb this mountain anymore. I'm just tired, man. And I get it. But not now is not the time to throw in the towel, because start, like somebody told me, start reaching out, man. Start going, start reaching out, start going bigger, and what you want. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So so start reaching out. Because it's time. Your platform is solid. That's great, but it's you're an it's time for your ascension. You're a sentient being, and it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to it's time for those wings to spread, like, uh, like, I don't know, like mayo on a sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. So it's been time. It's really and truly. Oh, cool. I'm glad it resonates. So yeah, so it's been time for you to go out, to truly understand understand your value. I was listening to a conversation earlier, and it was on the radio. A young lady said that they were talking about the word no, and they were saying, she said, to the point where she was talking to like one of her managers at work, and how she's always there and all that stuff. And they told her, they were like, well, hey, this place, wherever she was working, this place will run uh without you if you're not here. And that is so um to me, that was a very eye-opening statement, seriously, because the show will go on if you're not there. A lot of these places do see you as, a lot of these places do see you as easily replaceable, when you're probably not, because when you're the
It's 6 o'clock.
well, thank you, computer. When you're the person that really holds it down, for your team, or at that place, or whatever it is that you're doing, you're there saving grace. You're the salvation. You're the one that people want to see. You're like, if you're not there, it's just something just doesn't feel right. Like seriously, it's just like something is, it's something is missing. It's like having a recording artist who can sing, but there's no beat. It's just their voice. So it's like it's a track that's kind of like half filled, so to speak. But your salvation is now. This next month, grown. Let me come back. This month, this month is about you growing. That's what this month is about. What is going on, yellow butterfly? And welcome everyone. But yes, so this month is about you growing and putting in the work, and you seeing the culmination of what it is that you've been doing. The monetization starts this month. It actually starts in about 2 weeks for you. So that's going to be that more of that income. That's going to be more of that revenue stream that just helps you, so that you don't have to naturally work as hard. So what I'm calling in the fact that you know yeah, I'm calling that in now. So that I'm calling in now the next levels of streaming income that's going to help you um take it to the next level, take it to the extremes. Yes, we all want something a little different, financially, and all of that good stuff. However that looks for you, then that's your thing. I'm getting global. Hold on. People are going to start. I'm getting global phenom, or global like phenomenon. But this is for you. This is accurately accumulated for you. Some of you for uh, business, and also in life. You're thinking too small. You're thinking too small. You're thinking way, way, way too small. And it is not anybody's business. The great news that you have coming in. Now is the time for you to this is for you, and just for the people, in whatever circle that you have. But first is for you. First and foremost is for you, because this is you've educated yourself. Yeah, yes, very much so. We have to think bigger. We have to have a more national, international, global perspective. It's time for us to stop with the infighting. And a lot of us, the infighting is happening inside of us. That is, it's not like we're fighting with other people over other things. That's just petty. Everybody is gonna think what they think, and whatever. Let their small selves and their small thinkings and their small surroundings, let them wallow in that, while you catapult to different stratospheres, because it's time for you to move. There you go. It's time for you to move. That new job, that new position, that new whatever, even if it's a position where you are now that you've been eyeing, it's time for you to go for it. It's time for you to say no more. The first yes comes from yourself. I'll say that. The first yes comes from yourself. It's time for you to buy in to your own salvation. It's time for you to start feeling the the greatness that is inside of you, to look at the bricks, the mansions that are, the road for you is the road for you is the road for you is paved with gold. It is so much so paved with gold, and there is so much more. There's just so much more out there for you. Even yes, in the now, with all of the whatever going on, and all of that stuff. But it's time for you to go out there and get it, and it's there if you want it. That's just that's just naturally what that is. So it is there, out there. It is there, out there for you, if you want it. So, can you, it's time for you now to buy into your own salvation, because and I'm not speaking sacrilegious, I'm just saying how you elevate yourself in your life. It's time for you to buy into the fact that you're going to be your savior in this time and in this moment. Yes, Jesus is always there, God is always there. They gave you the power and the insight, and if you believe that, or if you believe in your ancestors, or whatever it is that you believe in, in a spiritual sense, that gives you that amazing dynamic power that uplifts you, to take you to next levels, or to make you get up in the morning, and if you have to drive in traffic, and all of that stuff, or even if you work from home, and if you that's another thing now. It's cool to work from home, but what about, are you using your time wisely while you're there? You ask for that, so you have to you have to it's time for you to start to accumulate more. It's time for you to start accumulating more. It's time for you to be all in. It's time for you to it's time for you to be all in, on yourself, because if no one has ever told you this, that this is an this is an ascension level event. That this is an ascension level event, that you're going through. I know that everything has been different. Everything has been different. Everything has been unique. Things have been changing around you. You're looking around, and you're like, what in the world? What in the world is going on? That change inside of you is immeasurable, and it is, it is going to there's just continual perpetual growth, but you need to put the time and energy to it's time to move down the field, so to speak. It's time to move down the field. You've already, a lot of the stuff you've already done. A lot of stuff you've already done. So it's just, a lot of it is just kind of like crossing the T for now, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. The rest of the stuff you're going to get as you're going down, like the girl said in the movie, just follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. So yeah, so it's time to, so it's time for you to, ascend. It's time for you to continue, to ascend, down the road. So, and now they're not going to recognize you anymore, and they're going to be blown away that you're, not, thinking about how it used to be in high school, or college, and that was fun then, but maybe that was, I don't know, 5 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Time moves on. Your mind has elevated, and you have been put in a, You have been put in a position that is divine, that is godly, that is revolutionary. It is too big. The chess move is universal. So nobody can perceive or think or imagine like, wow, man, you know what, it just blows their mind. It would take them lifetimes to try to sit down and figure out the how and the who, and how did you, and why you, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, yeah, and it's time. It's time to do that. It's time to move. It's always, see you packing those boxes and go and do something else. And it's you moving into these new positions. You're like, you know you're quitting what was, and you're freeing yourself up to, you're freeing yourself up in the now for what is, for what is here, because this is about your value, and this is about your value, and all of those, all of that, all of that amazing stuff. Somebody filed some. I don't know. There's something about somebody at court. There's something about court going on out there. Says I literally just said it's time to move. Just bought a tote to support that energy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is time to move. Somebody's going through something in court. Some paperwork has been filed. It I don't know, whatever it is, something about court, something about paperwork. It could be something about a custody battle or something like that. So that's definitely going to come through for you. I am okay. Yes, so I don't feel value there. I will invest in myself. Yeah, that's the same thing I feel. That I am doing that now. Invested in myself, because if sometimes it's just going to be you that is believing, in that, and um, even if you have to, talk your way through it day by day, that's what you do. But you use the time. It may feel, if you're walking away from a job, and if you have a little free time, use that time wisely. Because I know that when I'm at work, or when I was at a certain job, I would always think like, man, I could be doing, or I should be doing this, and that, or I would love to be doing this, and that. And now for me, it's time for me to prove to myself that I'm on the money, and I was right about what I was doing, and it's not about chasing those waterfalls, sticking to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Uh, TLC vibes. Seriously. So yeah, man. Just go out, go out where you are valued. Go out and be happy. Honestly, go out and be happy. That go out and be happy. The money, all of that stuff, all that stuff is gonna come. All of that, all of that stuff is gonna come. Say, write a number out, whatever that is, multiply it by, I don't know, 5, 10. Yeah, multiply it by 5 or 10. That's probably what, that's what you're looking at. So, things are double or tripling, and things things are doubling and tripling. Take some time and go out. Treat yourself seriously. This is the time of the reinvention. This is the time of the reinvention of you. So go out and you be amazing at whatever it is that you have coming up next, because you deserve it. You deserve it. So like, this is the time of the year for commencement and graduations and all of that good stuff, and those folks have their journeys, and you have yours. So you're graduating and you're elevating. You're graduating and you're elevating. to something brand new, to something very, very much so more amazing. That is just for you. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's got a wedding coming up too. Yeah, someone's really got a wedding coming up. So meeting someone special, are we, over the summer? That's interesting, man. But alrighty, folks, that is my time for today. Let's see. Yeah, that's amazing. You said write a number, then multiply it. I wrote a number, and I was told add seven in front of it. Yeah, might have to do. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So, Santa is set in stone, man. That it is set in stone. And what was I going to talk about tomorrow? Um, oh, something about being your spirit or your spiritual gifts demonic. Something I was going to talk about that, but you're different and you're unique and you're that way for a reason. Your gift just your gift comes from, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow because I'll be on here for a whole another hour and something. Your gift comes from a higher source, and your um and the astral plane and the spiritual realm, in the heavenly sense. You're very you're highly spoken of. You're highly, highly, highly spoken of. So if you don't, honestly, you're gonna get you're gonna get the credit that you so deserve. You're gonna get the you're going to get the heart of your desire, or the hearts. Let me say, you're gonna get the desires of your heart. There you go. It doesn't, those small people that were not, those small people and their small thinking that didn't give you whatever it was, and you're gonna get all of that back. You're gonna get all of that back and then some. Yeah. Somebody said this earlier, man. A month of miracles. So, saying June, July, August are gonna be very big months for people moving forward. Saying June, July, and August are gonna be amazing. June, July, and August are gonna be amazing months for saying while the world is, shaken apart or whatever, you're just going to be sitting there and you'll be like, well, why are you so calm? Well, life is amazing for me. I can't, I can't relate to all of this arguing and bitterness, and, I did all of my work. I did. Okay, cool. So there you go. I'm going to end it with this: servant well done. Cool. So welcome. Like, welcome to the club. You're a generation from moving on from here on out. You are generationally blessed. So I got servant well done. You know who that came from. So yes. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that is, man, that's a lot. Wow. mm, mm. But yeah, man. Whew, yeah. But anyway, but thank y'all so much for joining, man. Yeah, having the peace that money cannot buy. That's true. That is true. That is so true. But yes, but thank y'all so much for joining. Again, I'll be back on here tomorrow, and we'll talk about spiritual gifts and all of that good stuff. But as always, folks, Mr. Sullivan, man, 504. If you guys would like to book a spiritual consultation with yours truly, just hit me up. Just leave a message on YouTube, or hit me up on TikTok, or or email me, demon129 at yahoo.com. But as always, folks, I'm out this piece. Thank you so much for joining me. Sweet, we shall be in touch. Thanks everybody on TikTok. As always, folks, I'm out. That's peace. Peace. That evolution, man. Ooh, man, it's like so much. man, it's just so much that is coming, man. So much that's coming. We need to talk this week. Yeah, we really do need to talk, like over the phone talk. But I'll probably give you. I'll call you Tuesday and we'll talk. All right.